Mic is hot. Feels hot. Let's see. Fader's good. Is them good. Is them good. They good.
Whatever, dude. Dude. Whatever, dude. Dude. Dude.
What's up? Welcome to Lab After Dark. I'm your host. I always wanted to say hostess with the mostest, but I think probably in today's day and age, you could be a hostess if you want, or a host. It doesn't matter. So for tonight, I'm your hostess with the mostest. Because host with the most, I don't know. That doesn't sound fun. It's not fun. It's got to be fun. If it's not fun, then I don't want to do it.
Whatever, dude. Dude.
For the holiday.
You got Aiden Dennis, dog. Dodie Devon, dog. Sir Hale, dog. He scored 5 touchdowns against Southside. RJ Hope, dog. Sam Kale, I didn't even know he played running back, but he's a dog. Evan Linker, man, dog. And then Quinn Roach, he plays baseball, but he gets after it. Quinn Roach is a dog.
Dude. Whatever, dude.
Welcome. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. It is just a little bit after 10:30 here on the West Coast. Wherever you are, wherever you may be, thank you for being here. And for the replay crew, which I don't know if they exist much anymore. Like the live watchers are here. The replay crew, I'm not seeing you much. That's mostly my fault, but that's something I'll have to live with. But I just haven't seen a lot of replay crew, However, I want to say unequivocally from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everybody that showed up yesterday for the stream with Chris McDonough from the interview room. It was a fantastic show. Chris was on point. I'm always fascinated to listen to how he would tackle a situation. It was fascinating. I gotta tell you. Please hit that like button if you're here as well. Please hit the like button. It's kind of, I don't know. Just do it if you want. If not, whatever. It's cool. Now let me see here. It was a great live. Like I said, Chris was fantastic. I know the one thing, and it was really hard to, I know that there were some people in the chat that obviously weren't too popular and I mean, I guess that happens. I really don't. I didn't know what to think or how to feel. It seemed like everybody was kind of getting along, sort of, and then not. But for the most part, people kept it civil, and I always appreciate that. But golly, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like if I see somebody in the chat that I don't like, typically, most of the time, I usually just ignore them. I mean, I don't know, it's just like, I don't even, just like, I try to go sort of the opposite direction. But other than that, I mean, I didn't think that it was a huge deal at all. But, who am I? But it was a good live, and Chris was great, and I hope that a lot of this stuff gets squared away sooner rather than later, though I fear it'll probably be later. And, the conspiracy theories are, I mean, they get like bigger and bigger every year with every case. I remember the Kylie Rodney case. I didn't touch that case with a 10-foot pole. I couldn't, because I knew what had, I was just, to me, it was blatantly obvious what had happened. And I refused to kind of take part in that, because people always want there to be a conspiracy, a boogeyman, somebody that quenches the fear that we have about situations. And certainly in all cases, there are boogeymen. Most cases, not all. But for some reason, there has to have a conspiratorial element to it. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what it is about folks that enjoy conspiracy theories so much. And I used to be a conspiracy kind of guy. 9/11, JFK, things, the moon landing. I used to think that kind of stuff was, interesting to debate. But it's, it's not that much. I mean, some of it is. And then, you get into true crime, or just, there's always going to be an opposite side. There's always going to be contrarians. And that's how it's always been. That's how it's always going to be. None of that will ever change. You will find more people willing to listen to a conspiracy because it can be fun. It can be fun to speculate. It can be fun to disregard facts, and it can be fun to have a strong opinion where you get rooted on by so many people for no good reason, instead of trying to be either sensible or have some sort of respect and integrity for the situation at hand. I think my problem is that I say it's my problem, but I think my problem is that I'm not really that into going so far out of my way to try to fit a square peg in a round hole. I think that's right. Square peg, round hole. Square. What about a round peg through a square hole? Depends how big the hole is, I guess. I don't know. Let's just say that it's meant to be flush. Then you're not going to. It's got to be a round peg, a round hole, and square peg, and square hole, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't know shapes. Circumference, what's perpendicular, what's most likely, what's least likely. And I would even be fine with people thinking what's less likely. However, I do get a little worried when people go from less likely to almost damn near impossible. And that happens a lot. I mean, there's a lot of jumping around, trying to manipulate certain situations. And one of the ones that comes to mind, and I haven't studied this thing. It's not the Zapruder film. I gave it kind of a glance over, and I don't know what else people want. That there was a timesheet put out that was Seth's, and people were looking at it and kind of saying, well, it's either it's doctored or it's edited or it's this or that. And I don't know. I just, what would be the point? What would be the point of that? Is that going to help anybody? Seth, is it going to help him? Probably not. I don't know what it would do for him until law enforcement says anything. But, and it's just not even that, but I've seen this thing, and I'm like, well, yeah, okay. It's good. It is a good thing, I guess. But I get really confused by people and the way that information is processed. And it could be me. Like, it really could be. Sometimes I think that maybe I'm the one that doesn't think properly. Sometimes I feel like I'm not maybe I'm the weird one, or maybe I just see things different, or, because I remember, like, in the Summer Wells case, I mean, you could say kind of whatever you want. You didn't like the way that, or like the way that I treated Don, who's an absolute pile of dog shit. And for many different reasons. And I can't stand the guy. And I don't want to stand him. But it was never conspiracy laden. I always thought that maybe there was, an accident, cover up, or, maybe something a little more nefarious. But it was never outside the norm. I've never really gone that far outside, as some people do. And I'm usually pretty good at thinking about the situation and getting an okay read on it. I don't know all the answers to anything. Who does? But I trust my opinion more than a lot of other opinions. There are other opinions that I value very, very highly, and sometimes more than mine or equal to mine. But I do trust myself when it comes to having an opinion about something, or at least something that I'm willing to have an opinion about and speak up about. I usually feel like my opinion's okay. Like, it's not a terrible opinion. It's not a crazy opinion. It's not out of this world, I don't think. I mean, maybe it is. Probably not. I mean, I don't know. But I get baffled by the accusations and the sort of the trying to thread just a little piece of yarn through the eye of a needle. I see that a lot. I've noticed that a lot. And I don't really understand it. I don't really understand. I mean, I guess it's content and you can talk about it a lot and things like that. Like now there's a video out of Nina, which is Chris Profit's ex, talking about her initial reaction with what had happened when Sebastian went missing. And like, you're going to just see people run with this, dude. You're going to see people run with it like Usain Bolt and grind their axe and ignore everything else. And it's just going to be a week of hog crap. And the problem is that I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where. I don't know anything about the context of it, but in the video, I'm not going to play it, but in the video, Nina, who is Chris Proudfoot's ex, who she has had a lot of issues with, and I mean, we all heard the claims that she had made, and I can't substantiate those, but I don't have any reason not to believe her. Who cares if I believe her anyway? But I do, for the most part. I mean, it's been a long time since I heard that interview with her. But they will turn her into a suspect. They'll say that she has no respect they'll say that she has no respect for Sebastian. They'll say that she's evil, she's ugly, she's a B word. You'll hear all these kinds of things. And I just don't understand where people's weight come into this. I'm not going to say that Chris Proudfoot's mullet wasn't rocking super duper hard, but he didn't look that good either. I mean, he looked like he was on the edge of Stressville, USA. I mean, and some people talk about it and some people don't, but I don't understand what that has to do with anything, And it's like the ugliest people say the meanest shit about people, which is wild to me. Like, I know for a fact that I'm not winning any beauty competitions. I'm fine with it. But, I mean, holy crap, what is going on? Just the ugliest humans, inside and out. The out matches the in matches the out. The carpets match the drapes. The blinds match the throw rugs. The mullets match the mandals. The cargo shorts match the tank top stained tank top. The internet is a foul place where people can say foul things about anybody. Because there's no there's no actual consequence. Maybe you get demonetized. Okay, maybe that happens. Maybe you lose your channel. Okay, that is really about the extent of what happens, and usually it doesn't happen. But there's not really a lot of recourse for these kinds of situations, and you wish there was, because people just say and do whatever they want, unimpeded, and they're fine with it. Yeah, and I don't even know much about her, and I don't want to get into like a war with her or anything. I didn't even know. I thought that years or whatever ago that she had left, but I don't know that much about her. I do know that she was a bit in the Summer Wells case, but I don't know. I don't know that much about her, but I know that people have a very strong opinion about her. I'm sure that her people have a strong opinion about me, or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't know who I am, which I'm fine with as well. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, and I did hear that during that video as well. I mean, these people were at my show yesterday asking questions, which were fine. There was nothing wrong with them. There was nothing. I don't know what was going on in the chat, but I mean, there was some kind of fighting, One thing I am extremely, and I've always felt this way, and maybe it's just the internet. But I'm surprised at the amount of women that dog other women who have been survivors of assault of many different kinds. They call it into question. Did it even happen? I don't believe you. This and that. It blows my mind. It's shocking. And I find it weird. They did that with Mary and Jeannie. That was shocking. Absolutely shocking. I mean, I never see anything like that. I'm not speaking for women because I don't know anything about women. But I do know that you would probably want to support women who have survived such situations instead of questioning them. But that's not popular. That's standard. That's a normal thing to do. That's a normal thing to do. So when you do it, you kind of go, okay, and move along. But then somebody says, you know what? I don't actually believe you, biatch.
Dude.
I don't believe you.
Whatever, dude.
And you're like, that can kind of get your attention. You go, how does this person's brain work?
Dude.
You know? You gotta go, what is that? And then you kind of get intrigued, like what kind of person would say that?
Whatever, dude.
And then you're sucked in. Been there, done that. It's hateful. There's a lot of hateful rhetoric in the world, you know. Nice doesn't get recognized enough. If you're a nice person, you kind of just blend in. Unless you're like Mother Teresa or something like that. Then you're, you know, you stand out. You go above and beyond. But just being a nice person, a good person, most of the time goes without any acknowledgement. Instead of telling somebody, say, you know, instead of saying, you know what, you're a really good person, keep it up. We tend to focus on the people that are a-holes. And we want to understand why they're saying that and what they're going to say next. We hear that. I hear that. I see that a lot. I'm part of that, probably part of that crew. And so the more that it happens, the number to it we become, and it becomes normal and not as sensationalized. Being a good person is not something that is overly recognized, and I'll tell you why. Because it's expected. It's the same as raising your kids properly. You don't get credit for it. You're just supposed to do it. Paying your taxes. You don't get credit for it. You're just supposed to do it. It's the right thing to do. Not beating your spouse. Nobody ever says, oh, I'm so glad that person doesn't beat their spouse. After 30 years of marriage, I'm so glad that they... No. You only bring it up when that has happened. That's the only time it's brought up. It's not brought up any other time. It's just how it is. Negative is getting attention. Kindness doesn't really have a place. And what people don't understand, and I'm not going to get into it overly deep. I don't know where I was going with that. But you will hear people talking about this lady, Nina, who came out and told the world her story. She got a lot of support. She got a lot of hate. All right. What are you going to do? There's not a lot you can do about that. The hate's going to come. All right. Fine. Some people don't believe you. Some people do. For everything that could be, and I promise I'm trying to stay neutral, and I think it pisses some people off that I try to stay neutral, and especially in this case right now, is because I'm just waiting for something. I feel a certain way about the case, but like I'm trying to be as neutral as I possibly can. But anything that you could say about Nina, anything that you could say about Seth, I could counter you with things that have been done and said on the other side, and overly counter you probably, and make a better case for who's a suspect and who's not. I could do it all day. There's a million things that you can counter with. But all that's going to do is sling more mud. And I don't really like, I'm not big into mud. I'm just not. It's not one of my favorite things. Of course. Yeah, everybody agrees. I mean, every expert basically does. I don't know many that don't. But maybe there are. I haven't seen any. But because somebody has a different opinion or a different, and it's not even an opinion. Opinions are one thing. Conspiracy theories are not opinions. They're not. It's called a conspiracy theory for a reason. They may call it, or whoever it is may call it an opinion, but it's not. I mean, when it's that nuts, when it starts getting that crazy, then that's what it is. It's psychotic. But once again, YouTube, not just YouTube, but Rumble and TikTok, Instagram, has given a bunch of insane folks platforms to spill their hate and rhetoric. I mean, I'll just say this. There's nothing interesting about Cluminati. Nothing. She doesn't have a great show. She's not overly intelligent. She's not that nice. I don't know shit about Cletus, but people watch her. Why? Because she's crazy. And that's a fact. I'll just tell you how it is. She's not a very nice person. She doesn't actually care about your opinion. She's made that clear. She's not entertaining, other than what psychotic thing is she going to say next? And people watch that. They like it. But she's not a talent. She doesn't have talent. Cletus doesn't have talent. Their show sucks. They suck. You know what I mean? But people watch, which is weird. I used to think that you had to have some sort of like talent to have some kind of show, some sort of speaking ability, and they don't. No actual speaking ability, you know what I mean? You know. I don't want to be like overly mean to her, but you know, there are people that watch her. That's a fact. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure. There's nothing illuminating about them from what I understand. You know, I don't really get it. I thought, by the way, I thought that she'd quit a bunch of times already, but I don't have a major problem with her or anything. Really care. But I just find it amazing that people enjoy that stuff at the rate that they do every single day. You know, it's like it's the daytime TV horse crap. Like I used to think, as they used to call them, soap operas, and I don't even know if these things are still on the air or not, but like Days of Our Lives, and there was another one I can't remember. And my aunts and grandmas and sisters, they would all watch that crap. They would watch the craziest stuff. It was just the worst acting that you've ever seen in your life. The worst production you've ever seen in your life. It was the worst. And people just chomped it up. Dum dum num num num. Num 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 num. Yeah, all that stuff. They weren't even good. They weren't even good shows. Like, it wasn't the plot, or I don't know. I don't even know if there was a plot. There probably wasn't a plot. But people just, because it was on, I guess. I don't know. I always wondered, what the hell is this? They were the worst actors and actresses. The sets and the lighting were terrible. The music was never synced up. It sucked. It was awful. And all the phone would ring. And, did you see that episode? She's going to do this. And I'm like, what? It's just weird. Josh, do you realize the amount of people on YouTube, including creators, that critique my questions? Do you realize how many times I would go on a rant because of arrogant assholes? I would imagine a lot. Yeah, there you go. Young and the Restless. That's what I'm saying. And people ate it up. And that stuff was fake. It was just fake. There was nothing real about any of it. I mean, it was the worst. I'm sure there are people that are listening that were probably like, yeah, I like that show. And you're like, oh my God, but fine. But that's like fake. This is real. Like, these are real people, that we're talking about. Those actors turned up. I mean, that's fine. It just, the shows just weren't good. I don't think Whistle cares much. Are we going to get to name the worst? I don't know. I don't know who the worst is. Who's the worst? All right, maybe not. Maybe we'll just not. But like I said, that's what you're going to see this week. You're going to see a whole lot of people just trashing Nina. And I don't know Nina. I've never spoken with Nina personally. I'm not on Nina's side. I'm not against her. I just heard what she said and I believe her. And I've known a lot of people that have been abused over the years. And it sucks. So I just don't get it. I mean, I thought that there was some like secret fraternity or sorority or whatever it is that women stuck up for other women. I don't know. Like the cops used to tell my mom that it wasn't that they didn't believe her, but you know, there was no real. It was her word against his and all this kind of stuff, and you're sitting there going, and then you look how. And then you look how that turned out, and it just, you know, doubting and casting aspersions and for content. It's not really my cup of tea. And Lucy in the Sky, thank you for that. I appreciate it very much. Too many to name. I agree with that. I mean, it's a lot. It really is. Hold on one second. I'm actually gonna. I don't know where it is, actually. I certainly don't want to play that. I can't find it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. I mean, it's kind of without having any actual. I clipped. Just recently. Let me see what you got here. Let's see. Whistle. Let me see. Hold on. When was it? Oh, wait. I'm looking. Whistle, did you do it recently? I need to give Whistle a wrench so that way she can drop stuff in the Chiznat. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though. See, now you can put stuff in the chat. How's that? It's unbelievable. I know she did threaten him with a gun. I remember that whole thing. It was wild. Absolutely insane. Okay. Highlighted chat. Hold on. Hi, nerdy girl. What up? Like a week ago, 2 weeks. It was a while ago. I had a haircut a while ago. Where'd Whistle go? Whistle, damn it. Where did you go? What'd you do? What happened? Whistle's gone. I would like to use that. I don't even know how long ago it was. Probably some time ago. Let me see. All right, so just tell me if you can hear this. This is the only one I can find of it. Crap.
Personal favorite is still You Can't Handle the Tooth.
Is when he called me, was in a panic, and then I was like, what the fuck? And then I called Talia, and then we just like trial date. So we're getting ready to go to trial, and then all of a sudden Sebastian goes missing. I was like, great fucking Chris, great to fuck up our family vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You just go lose the whole kid. We're not talking about a bearded dragon here. We're talking about a whole kid you lost.
Yeah. Personal favorite is still You Can't Handle the Tooth.
Is when he called me, was in a panic, and then I was like, what the fuck? And then I called Talia, and then we just like trial date. So we're getting ready to go to trial, and then all of a sudden Sebastian goes missing. I was like, great fucking Chris, great to fuck up our family vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You just go lose the whole kid. We're not talking about a bearded dragon here. We're talking about a whole kid you lost.
Yeah.
All right. So that's enough of that. But I what is that? Like, what does that prove? That she hates Chris? I thought we already knew that. I didn't think that was that big of a deal. At all, actually. I mean, I would tell you if I thought it was. Like she said, it's not a bearded dragon. Of course it's not a bearded dragon. That's what her point is. And I've heard her say this before, that he had a habit or has a habit of screwing stuff up or this or that and fine, you know, but They're gonna turn her into a suspect. You can guarantee it. Biblically, I believe the women attacking Nina right now come under the heading of the love of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, I mean it's content, it's fodder. Lilacs is right. Anything for content. I don't see anything in that is concerning. I really don't. Nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm the stupid one here. Maybe I'm not smart enough to understand what the point of that is. I wish that I understood. I don't get it. I don't know what that has to do with anything. She hates him. I mean, she always has. I just don't see the problem there. I'm sure. I mean, that's kind of how I felt. What is this? Hold on. What's this? Oh, okay. Hold on.
I think Dolly's funny as shit. Like I can't. I will never.
That voice. It's horrifying. I didn't see one problem with it. And like I'm telling you right now, in all honesty, if I had a problem with it, I would let you know. If I thought that was somehow damning, but I don't see that. Here we go. Whistle, we got it. If you have not subbed up to Whistle, one of my favorite clip channels.
I think Dolly's funny as shit. Like I can't. I will never ever disagree with that. But I know he need to get his bitch in line. Dolly, show us what a real man you are. You better put PJ back on a leash, bro.
Jesus, it's hot out of the gate.
Tony, show my gun. What? Because I thought it was a name in my defense. Oh, brother there. I said, be right back. Let me show you what he gonna get. These motherfuckers think I'm afraid to shoot somebody, I believe. They don't.
Well, nobody said you were afraid to. Did they? Did somebody say they were afraid to?
No. What you looking at? Good on you for going there. Clutch the nuts. Good on you. Foggy is a bitch out there, ain't it? You can kiss my whole fat fucking ass for real. Like that shit is stupid.
Oh my God. Apparently there's going to be a lot of swearing, so just to let you know. I haven't heard this one. Ask me about my fat ass.
Police is saying no evidence of foul play. Guess what? This is how fucking smart I am. That includes Chris, Katie, and Seth. All three. Even though I don't like the last one, it still means there is no evidence of foul play from any of them.
It's probably because Seth likes the Wu-Tang Clan, right?
And the pressure washer thing happened in February. My question.
That's how smart I am. I've never met a person that said that they were like, look how smart I am. That was actually smart. Never, ever one time. And I've been looking. I look. I don't see it. There's nobody that's going to tell me that they're smart. That's actually smart. I'm looking. I've been looking for those people.
Question is, and don't get me wrong, some people say, well, February's too cold. You have a lot of.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing people in my comments on that the live the other night where Chris called in and they're like, oh, you say you're not about money, but you have a tip jar. Well, yeah, bitch, I ain't about to sit my fat ass here for free. I mean, fuck you and your mama. Bro, like, in my opinion, YouTubers should get paid. They are on here doing a service. You don't get this kind of juicy bits from the fucking news, so stop bitching. Like, for real. All I'm saying is I'm not about to come out here and put out a bunch of shit and let people call in and run wild like they ain't got no fucking home training just to make a fucking dollar.
Is that talent? Is that what this is? Is that talent what she's doing?
You can kiss my whole fat fucking ass, for real. Like, that shit is stupid. Police. Oh, Lord, I was going to pressure wash my house today, but all this fucking drama, I'm just saying.
I was going to pressure wash my house today, but because of all this drama. Man, I was going to pressure wash my house today, but there's a lot of people talking crap on the internet.
So, no, they can't be me, honey. I already know that. So let me get this straight. Crime lines and lesbians. You mean to tell me that...
What?
Thing is heavy as hell. I wish fiance would trade guns with me because this one is too heavy. Jossie Bone. Then I really wish he would send him to my house because he won't escape 17 to the bad boys in this bitch, I promise. But I mean, you can't be dropping the F-bombs and the you're a cunt. You can't be saying stuff like that. But
Jeez.
up on here now, I don't give a shit. Y'all know. So I don't know who this Chloe person. That ain't the private investigator Chloe, is it? Throw a link. Hold on. I gotta get to where I can do that. Y'all ain't even asked her, do she want to come up here? No, I got to go out and get my shit, like, open. Her name is Chloe Jade. So she's not a channel. She's just her. Be like, this is Dolly. But that's okay. Jealousy is a real bitch. That's why I said in my description, I'm the one who's fat, but y'all the ones who jelly. Make it make sense, bro. How long do I have to sit here for this?
What? Makes sense. That is one of those sayings that I think should stay with the 12 to 16-year-old population. Like, make it make sense. Math ain't mathin'. We gotta get over these things, people. We gotta move past that stuff.
Let's hear it. Everybody, credit where credit is due. This is Crime, Lies, and Lines. Wait.
Make it make sense. No, I don't want to.
I think I'm wrong. Hold on. Something. Crime lines. Crime lines and lies.
It was crime lines and lesbians earlier.
Okay. Somebody please get this bitch a standing ovation. For real. Next time y'all go in there, do nothing but clappy hands so she can take that shit out of her intro. That's really fucking annoying. Person, lady. I'm trying to help.
Busy day yesterday, did we not?
Yes, we did. Hey, guys. I'm so happy to be here with you, Brooks.
Yep. DT driver said, yay, Chloe.
I was actually on a panel with Nonsense yesterday, but it was very, like, you know, boring. What I call boring because I feel like Nonsense and I, like...
It was really boring because nobody was threatening to shoot anybody. Those are the panels that I love, is when somebody threatens violence with a firearm.
Have that, like, zero fucks given attitude. No, you couldn't really be that way. That was fucking great, Robert. She got the clap going on. That was terrible. But, and yes, I am brash and I cuss a lot because guess what? I don't need to impress anybody.
Oh, you're not. Don't worry.
He knows my heart and he made this mouth and he's good with it.
Wait a minute. What?
Buddy, the Lord loves me. He knows my heart and he made this mouth and he's good with it.
Well, I mean, the Lord made Genghis Khan, Hitler, Saddam, Osama bin Laden, Illuminati. I think, did he say that he was good with it?
Bless. I haven't watched a neighbor's video. Well, I'm about to play that shit. Everybody else out here playing my shit. And I love it too, because when they were yesterday, I'm sitting here jumping in the chat like, what up, Bo? They'd be like, oh, this, y'all, Illuminati's in the chat. This is her video, okay? But play that shit, okay? Play it, because some of these people out here need to hear Chris Proudfoot not being treated like a piece of shit. I'm just saying.
I haven't heard this. Oh, my Lord.
But, like, the fact was, Chris Proudfoot really gone that whole month. Like, he says he was. And he said, and we were told no. And that was a big question for me, too, because that's something I've never really believed. Or
I wonder if I could take these outside with my gun. But I wonder, my aim is good enough. I could fucking get that shit done. Send them. Got no issue putting another one in the ground, bruh. Send him on.
Wow. I've never seen that one.
Send him. Got no issue putting another one in the ground, bruh. Send him on.
Got no issue putting another one in the ground? What? She's saying that she's murdered somebody before? Is that what she's saying? Such a fake ass. So fake.
Really believed, or
I wonder if I could take these outside and shoot them with my gun. Like, I wonder.
that was a big question for me too because that's something I've never really believed, or
I wonder if I could take these outside and shoot
I wonder if I could take these outside and shoot them with my gun. This is too funny.
them with my gun. Like, I wonder. My aim is good enough. I could fucking get that shit done.
Yeah, we know how people with thick ass glasses have great aim. Don't worry. I wear glasses too. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I wouldn't be like, hey, look how good my aim is. Ooh.
Send him. Got no issue putting another one in the ground, bruh. Send him
Bruh.
on. For real. You think I'm a punk bitch trap? Send him. Got no issue putting another one in the ground, bruh. Send him on. For real. You think I'm a punk bitch trap? Send him.
Oh my God.
Got no issue putting another one in the ground, bruh. Send him on. For real.
Yeah, I remember when that happened. I never actually saw that clip though. What the frig was that? Do you guys want to watch Hong's press conference from today? I'll try and make it entertaining. I mean, I can't promise anything. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm always fascinated by that guy. I don't quite understand it, but I can't imagine her and Hong. I heard that she said something about doing a GoFundMe to send him back to China or something. Yeah, I think we do need to listen to Hong. Oh, we gonna give it a go. We gonna give a go. No, not Hong. Oh, Sofa King. We gotta listen to Hong. Let me Hong. Yeah, we like Hong. We're friends with Hong over here. It's gonna be epic. Like I said, I'll try to make it.
We are on day 100.
All right, shut up. Is it alive? Does he have two? I can only do one. Hong discusses Proudfoot. I didn't hear the one yesterday, though. I mean, I don't know if I can make it funny, but I'll try to make it entertaining. I'm not a miracle worker. Oh, yeah. I got to check that out, too. T-Rev. Hold on. Let's see what he did. Guy sucks. That guy sucks worse than Hong. Let's see here. I do not like that guy. Oh, Jesus. Yo, we going live tonight? Total transformation mode. Being fat and out of shape ain't no more. Time to drop them bad habits like smoking cigs again. But hey, one step at a time. My baby came through and bought me this Bowflex machine. And I already see the difference after just 3 days. Let's get it. Oh, and he would be a Cowboys fan. Oh, my Lord. Unbelievable. Yeah, those aren't cigarettes. I don't know what they are. Okay, what's this? Hey, Rev Gang, you thought I forgot. Been busy getting my son ready for school. His first day. Isn't his son like 15? I remember like when my kids were 15, getting them ready for school meant get up, go to school. And then they'd be like, I don't want to. And I said, well, you have to. It's the first day. But I don't want to. I don't care. Go to school. Hey, Rev Gang. You thought I forgot. Been busy getting my kid ready for school. His first day is tomorrow. Totally slipped my mind. That's good. But don't worry. We're going to be on a regularly all week. Mark my words. Also, I've been filling out more job applications for a second gig, trying to make sure we're all good. That's a good thing. Oh, and how the F did I watch the Cowboys game, see us get demolished, and not even realize it was Sunday? Anyway, not even realize it was Sunday. What? He missed Sunday? And how, okay. Did the Cowboys lose today? And now for a prayer. Oh man. I don't want to mock his prayer. I'll just read it. Lord, I come to you today asking for strength and wisdom. Help me stay focused and guide me through this busy time. Bless my son as he starts the first day of school, even though I forgot about it. And may he feel your protection and love, as it says in Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let that verse be my reminder every day. Amen. Let me know what y'all think. Rev Gang strong. Jesus. I don't get it. He gets blacker by the day. Not his skin color. It's just like his hat gets more tilted every single day. If you're in your 30s and white and wear a hat like that, I mean, it's just like nobody's going to take you serious. Did they get whooped? I don't know, dude. It's just like, whatever. All right. Back to Hong. One jerk off to the next.
Of course, it's been Sebastian Rogers has been missing for 7 months. 2 more weeks is going on 8. It's going to go to 8. Okay, and
Now, you don't have to send me cash apps.
there is no updates. There's no tips, no updates. Nobody has seen this. This Sebastian Rogers, as if like this person has vanished out of thin air, like a fairy tale where a boogeyman will come into your house and grab your child and just magically disappear. And like going
Who did they play? I didn't even see. I only saw that the Steelers won.
back and watching these interviews and all of that, and
Oh, that's what T-Rev says. I got you.
now getting a little bit of history of like the Proudfoot family and like how they're pretty big with like a military like background, this and that, da da da. That gives me a characteristics of this person called Chris Proudfoot.
A characteristics.
Like it looks like this person is a really manipulative and abusive person.
What was
like,
your first clue?
Like even with just the interviews, if you just look at those interviews, he liked to inject himself in all the questions. He has to answer the questions in his way, and he's always like he's full of himself, like he's bigger and better than other person.
What is he doing? He's sitting in that, like, is this like a motel or a hotel? Maybe a Holiday Inn? I don't know. But look behind him. There's a picture of a ship. What the it's like he's Jordan Peterson or somebody. And he's like, he's gonna, wow. It's all very odd. It's like,
but if you notice that trait that he acts like he's the bigger man, he's full of himself, it's only towards women interviewers. Why is that? Like you're going on with the lies. You're saying, oh, stuff is gonna come out and it's gonna prove my innocence.
yeah.
I mean, it's been 7 months. You could get a really script, like if you're smart enough, you could write a whole like Harry Potter script by that point.
Harry Potter? Harry Potter? What about Harry Popper? Where's Harry Popper at? I am wondering.
7 months. You could do a whole collection of Scream, whatever. 7 months. And you're saying, now let's get the story straight. And like, why is it that you're lying in all these interviews? Like, you got child services called on you for beating Sebastian with your belt? Bro, this is 2024. You can't beat your kids. This is not right. Like,
All right, so I'm gonna give him like half a point. Hold on. For that, that's just he'll giving him a halfer. Bye.
like not right at all. And especially how like you just lie and lie. And then like how these interviews where Katie is looking into your eye for answers.
Does he only have the one eye? What the looking into your eye for answers? Okay. Chris, let me look into your eye.
Like interviews where lie. And then like how these interviews where Katie is looking into your eye for answers. like Like, are you the one that's being questioned?
I'm
or
taking that point
is
away.
she? Why are you answering
I took his half a point away.
questions
You look into my eye and you'll see
for her? All right, like
you were meant for me. Look into your eye.
I feel like something really, really happened because I
I feel like something really, really happened.
understand you don't like your own kid, let alone like why would you like your stepson? Like there, you got you're on interview saying good luck finding him. Like
I don't know if he ever said that, but I don't know. I don't know if I heard that or not.
it acts like you act like we're not going to
Imagine hiring a spokesperson who's the worst spokesperson ever.
find him. If we're not, at least we could find the truth. What happened to him? You know? Come out. Like come out and tell us what happened to Sebastian. And also, it's just funny to me how like all these marriages, all these 4 or 5 marriages that you've been in, it's funny how like
From a guy who's probably never been married. I mean, I get it. I'll give you a quarter of a point.
you, now that I know that you're in a little army background, the way you operate sounds like you're playing physical warfare towards these women. Like you're playing psychological games towards these women that's actually falling in love with you and trying to give you a second chance. And once you're done with that person, you beat the living hell out of them.
I don't know if that's like historically accurate or if the timeline matches. I'm taking a point. I'm taking that back. So
it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make
yeah, I think he's down. How many times? It's like I think he's negative. The pew sound is hilarious, but I'm high right now, so everything's funny and I'm really hungry.
make any sense. So
All right, let's go full. We're going to do full points. Full points.
so you mean to tell me
Let's start him at 0.
once you're done, you took all of their money, whatever you basically, as you call like these days, you're milking it till the thing goes dry. You know,
Just on principle, I got to take a point away for that.
and then you hit them. So how does that go towards Sebastian? Like it's looking towards more that you did something to this child than anything. Like, you know, like you threw your child's stroller when she was like a couple of months old, the cart because she was crying. Like it seems like you don't like child yourself. Why are you having kids? Like why are you even getting married? Like
2 points negative for bringing up the marriage thing again. All right.
like I don't get it. Like once an abuser, always an abuser,
I'll give him a point on that.
right? There's already signs of you beating Sebastian with a belt. Got child services called on you. So with your abusive and manipulative background, that just gives me it just gives a look that like you have a really, really, really messy family even before February 25th, the night of February 25th going to 26th. Let me get my date straight for some of you people. I apologize.
Negative point for overemphasizing that he knows the date now when he didn't for the last 3 videos.
But like, it makes me feel that you've been beating Sebastian this whole time that you are with, that he was with you, and Katie knows about it. And maybe like one day finally have had it of the beatings and just ran off. Now, a child with autism that lives a certain way and live a life as a routine.
Just poor sentence structure. Negative 1.
Would never leave without his shoes, without his medicine, or even causing a scene, okay? And why is it that like there was noise that night? Your son is a special needs child. You're not gonna go check on your son?
All right, I'll give him a point. Positive.
Like, come on. And all of a sudden, just that day, the security cameras don't work. Oh, like I've seen that a lot. A lot of people don't give out their security cameras and say they don't work. They're just there for show because they have something to hide. Like, why is that? Why is it that, like, the whole neighborhood, there's only one neighbor with a security camera that caught your little light show? Nothing else. The trash truck, none of that. Nothing else. Like, at this point, you know, if you really know what happened to the child, like, just come on out. Just speak. Yeah, like maybe something like happened that you didn't want it.
Yeah, he did misuse air quotations, Jab. That's a negative 2.
To be happen, but it happened and you guys panicked, or
I don't know. I don't know what he's for the last probably 5 minutes. I don't know what he said. I don't know if he said anything.
I wish that scenario is not true. God forbid. I hope not.
God forbid.
But or you're just really tired of having a child that has special needs. You're tired of taking care of them.
Statistically, that does happen. I'm not giving any points because it's speculation.
Because if I get my facts straight, you're about to have a custody battle with your ex-wife, and you're about to get your little girl. So is it gonna be like, what is it, like out with the old and with the new? Is that it? Because I'm pretty sure that you can't even handle a regular child that is crying. You cause that child harm, let alone a child that needs more attention and more care from a parent or a guardian. Okay? Like, especially you have like military backgrounds, like, you know, like we all seen the movies, we all like I understand this is not a movie, it's real.
-1 point for going into movie talk for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Life, but 9 times out of 10, these military people have come back with a drinking issue or a abusive and an abusive person that abuses.
You meant to say manipulative. The 9 out of 10 drinking issues, that's a -3. just because.
People abuse a drinking issue have come back with a drinking issue or have. I understand this is not a movie, it's real life, but 9 times out of 10, these military people have come back with a drinking issue or a abusive and an abusive.
There used to be this kid named Victor that worked for me, and we had these manila envelopes that we would put the cash register tape and stuff in at the end of the day, and every single day he called it a vanilla envelope, or he would call it a vanilla envelope. And I kept telling him, I said, "No, that's not what it is."
That abuses people that are weaker than them. And are you one of those people? Because, like, to me, it seems...
Hong seems like he would have trouble. He would probably call it a vanilla envelope, too.
Seems like it. Because I've mostly watched, like, okay, like that 2-hour video that your ex-wife put out. Like psychiatric warfare that you...
-1 for saying like too many times in a row. I don't even know what the score is.
You're implementing to, like, towards your wife, your loved ones, like...
Wrong use of the word
it's
implement.
Disgusting, you know, like you're giving them... You're constantly pushing a button towards this person to a point that is embedded to their brain, and then you let them go off, and then you try to do the same thing to the same person again 3 years later, a couple of years later. Wouldn't that person...
I'm going to go ahead and give him a negative on the couple years 3, because a couple could be up to 3. It's between 2 and 3.
Action be crazier since, like, that same situation had happened to them before. Like, I would freak out too. I'll run away. And then you use that video for child services, for your custody battle.
You want a negative for the... I think that's just an oversized jacket, but yeah, we can give him a negative for that.
Saying something is wrong with that woman. Like, she needs a psych evaluation, and I'm scared that my daughter her life is life.
Melly, thank you for gifting 2 memberships as well. Sorry, I just saw them. It's very kind, at least.
This woman.
So we're at negative
well,
16.
I tell you what, buddy.
We just want him to get par. He's got a lot of work to do in 11 minutes, or in 5, less than 4 minutes.
Like, she's more safe with the mom than she is with you. Okay? Like, you beat every wife that you married. You beat you caused harm to almost all the child that you have. And you have the audacity to go and try to...
I'm going to give him 1 for proper use of the word audacity and pronouncing it flawlessly.
Get custody of the daughter that you literally threw on the table when she was months old with the car seat because she was crying. That's what I don't get. So you know that, like, there is a weaker person coming in. So now that this child that's 15 is going on 18, that's gonna probably question your authority.
Yeah, Jab, he did say that. I don't think, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I don't think English is his first language. So I'm going to I'm gonna have a little discretion with the plurals and stuff, but I noticed it.
And give you a fight, he goes missing. So I don't make sense to that. I don't make sense to that at all.
I don't make sense to that is not a language problem. That's just stupidity. So -1.
Like it's just so weird. And as for Katie, like you got into a I don't even know how to say that word. I'm sorry, I'm Chinese. English is my second language.
Hey,
but
I was right. But you did try it. So I'm going to have to dock you a point there, Hong.
A manipulative relationship.
So you knew how to say it. You knew how to say it. You little sandbagger.
I'm sorry, I'm Chinese.
Look, dude, English is my second language too.
I don't even know how to say that word. I'm sorry, I'm Chinese. English is my second language. But a manipulative relationship, and he caused your child harm, and you didn't say one word. Like, I guess the lavish life is better than the child that you gave birth to. And guess what? Like, that money is gonna run out soon. All the lawyer fees running around trying to shut.
I mean, he's not going to make up. What are we at? -16? No, C. Taylor, no point for effort. No, absolutely not.
People.
Because then his effort was followed up by an excuse.
Paying people to attack other people. Like, that money is going to run out. So how is that going to live a lavish life for you guys? Or you think like you guys already have the money, you guys already, this will be a very beautiful relationship, a very happy family without Sebastian there, because Sebastian is special.
I'll give him a point for that. He is.
This will be a image that like represents the family and is no good. So the child, so that's why you go and try to get custody of your ex-wife's youngest child, which is yours, the one that you threw on the table with a car seat because she's crying. Okay, 3 years later, you try to get her back. And then Sebastian goes missing. So are you guys trying to paint or rebrand yourself as a happy family, you know, like happy life, happy wife, and a happy daughter? It's a lot.
-1 for the happy life, happy wife comment. It's just
it paints a pretty good picture for what you guys are trying to do. But like, why? Why though? Because if you want to paint a perfect life with a normal child, crazy couple, Sebastian's about to go home with his dad. In 2 weeks, he already has custody. Seth already had custody of Sebastian. In 2 weeks, he was about to go home with his dad. So why would he vanish out of thin air? Why? Like, you could have. Is it because of his medications that he was getting? Like, are you guys still like getting his prescriptions? Like, you guys are addicted to maybe Adderall because he probably, you know, he has.
-1 for assuming somebody's addicted to Adderall.
It's like ADHD or something like that. Is it because of
addicted to Adderall? Where'd that come from? That was just that was out of nowhere. addicted to Adderall. What?
The social security checks or something like that a disability person will get from the government. Like, I mean, it's easier to get a check and then like not do whatever it is that you have to take care of the child's needs and stuff. So
He's not. It is a crazy angle. I don't get it.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know what's going on. There's no updates.
1 point for being honest. He doesn't know what's going on.
And that's it. We'll just have a quick live today. And till next time, thanks for our mods. Thanks, like and subscribe. And until
I'm sorry. I got to do it.
bust a child's lip with.
I got to. I don't have a choice. You see? And I can hear Macho barking. I don't think Chris believed me yesterday when I told him that I got kennel cough. I do not think he believed what I was saying. And I'm telling you, I got kennel cough from the damn dog. And that's a fact. You don't believe me either? I did get kennel cough from the dog. I'm telling you.
Braces on. They're his own child. Went through 5-6 marriages. And
All
now,
right, let's start this. I wish there was a way we could do this on the screen. Nah, I don't think. I don't really do. I think he thought that I was joking. I was dead serious.
Sebastian Rogers is missing. If you go through the timeline and everything, and I'm pretty sure everyone has, every time I go through it, the more.
Okay, so right now, Hong is at 0.
More and more.
It is possible. I promise you. I guarantee you it's possible because it happened to me.
Questions come out about this Dropfoot family, Proudfoot, whatever, Dropfoot, that people are pointing fingers at the dad and say this family has nothing to do with it.
We're not rolling over. He was negative 17 last time.
The more you look into it, the more and more I have questions, okay? More and more I have questions. You're saying the family was seen at a Texas Roadhouse last final supper of Sebastian before he was
it a Texas Roadhouse?
Before he disappeared, all right? And it's been 7 months, no leads. It's about to go on 8 months.
It's not rare. It's not common is what they say. Here, I'll read it to you. Can humans, I showed it yesterday, get kennel cough from dogs? So it was. Oh, and Shazabanda 16. Thank you. I don't want to show what it says. I'm just going to read it. But I'm telling you, when it happened, my immune system was weak.
2 more weeks. It's about to go on 8 months.
If you go into heat, I'm out. Okay, great.
No leads, nothing.
It's not rare. It's not rare. It's just uncommon.
Okay, the TBI hasn't done anything. There's no leads. All they did was they found footprints, construction sites.
I had it. I don't have it anymore. We're fine now. But Macho got it. Then I got sick with a cold. And then Otis caught it.
Like, drain a pond, second pond, found a mannequin, not a kid. There are more and more questions coming out on why isn't the step family saying anything, okay? Even with the interviews that the step parents and the mom came on, believe me, only 3 interviews and it's been going on 8 months. All that they're saying is nothing. Just gibberish, like trying to fix their story. Like the first interview was a little bit tacky. Second interview, they try to fix their story up. And when it
Why does he look like he's in a detention center?
comes to the third interview, it just started to look very shady. Like there was an interview where Chris said that the scratch marks that he had on his neck and his hands and everything was from a dog. Now, would dogs really do that to their owners?
What, give him kennel cough? They sure would. Happened to this dude right here. 1 point for Hong.
I don't really think so. Like, there's no way
Negative point for Hong.
you could get scratch marks on your neck and on your hand from a dog, okay? And the other question that comes to mind for me is the first interview, second interview, you guys mentioned specific times. Like, if my son went missing, it would be like he went missing in such and such time. Not exact time you guys are saying, oh, he was there at like 9:43. I was talking to my wife. And then the next interview is, I was talking to my wife while she was reading a book. I was asleep, this and that. How does that make any sense?
Makes no sense. -1 because I don't know. It didn't make any. You were saying something that doesn't make sense, and you made it make less sense. -1, Hong.
Like, it sounds so scripted on the exact times that you guys are saying. Like, you guys wouldn't know the exact time what you guys did yesterday, okay? Like, what did you guys do at 10:30 yesterday or 10?
What did you do yesterday?
10:30. Matter of fact, 10:42 yesterday. And then the other point I want to say is, why did Chris, he keeps saying, I am respectful, I am straightforward kind of person.
Yeah.
But like when you're on Nancy Grace, you didn't even want to answer the questions of the make and model of your car. And you're there trying to find your kid, buddy. Like everyone knows the make and model of your car, and especially you're a construction guy, okay? Like those pickup trucks, you have to do a vast amount of research.
Wait a minute.
Those pickup trucks, you have to do a vast amount of.
A vast amount? Come on. Now you're just goofing. -1. Take away another.
Of research before you pick up a pickup truck for you to work. All right? And then the what?
Double negative. Pick up a pickup truck. -1.
There was an extra car at the house, and you're here saying, the company won't let us do this, the company won't let us do that. Well, your wife's LinkedIn said your wife works at a security company, and all day drives is those like mini cargo trucks. What is those Dodge Fleet vans? That's all public record. So why are you withholding and hiding things like this on national TV? It makes it look so shady. All right, brother. It makes it look so shady that like you don't want your
Who the hell was that?
kid to be found. It makes it like this on national TV. It makes it look so shady. All right, brother. It makes it look
Are those his discharge papers from the mental institution?
so shady that like you don't want your kid to be found. All right? Like all that really matters is for us is what happened to Sebastian. Okay, at this point. 8 months, no leads. Where is Sebastian and what happened to him? All right? And all the nights that, like, believe me, brother, like, all the nights that you can't sleep is the guilt because you're reliving on what happened that
Was it Harry Popper? What's the squirrel talk in the chat? I don't get what's going on there. Did somebody say I look like a squirrel?
night. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you're paying these piglets to come on at night to bash and give death threats to people that is trying to help to find Sebastian, okay? And another thing is, why does the mom make such a big deal about her making breakfast that morning, like the second and third interview? I find that really funny because your child is 15 and he's autistic, and you make it like you force your child to make breakfast or for everyone, like he's the Cinderella of the family because he's special, all right? And what I don't...
-1 for suggesting that Sebastian's Cinderella. I'm going to get a green tea.
Get is even based on like just basic questions that was asked on national news, national TV. You try to dodge those questions like it was bullets coming at you. Like, why aren't people like questioning that? Like, they ask you what kind of shoes, what specific shoes your son wear. You're scared to say that. He has multiple shoes. And then like the husband goes on and lie about the cops has already gotten a full inventory of Sebastian's shoes. But even the wife came and corrected you that the inventory that they looked at was the wife inventory to check inventory, not the police, the wife, okay? And the other thing is, why are you so like, I don't know, like, I just have like this weird gut sense that you guys know what happened and you guys just want to hide it, okay? Like, honestly, like the 5 marriages you've been on, it's what's in it for you, okay? Like, I wouldn't be surprised that you married this woman, Sebastian's mother, because of Sebastian's disability, okay? You also went on, you don't want to disclose what kind of medicine your son takes. Now, like, give me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Sebastian left the house without his medications and it's been 8 months, okay? Have the police checked? Has anyone went and is still grabbing his prescription? Has anyone checked that, you know? Like, things are just getting funnier and funnier the more I look into this. And for those of you that doesn't want to look at the facts or like just listen to your cult leader from like the Tiki-Takis and like the YouTubers.
What did he say? Did he say anything
wants
good?
To just, that's being paid to stop people from finding Sebastian.
He said this 5 minutes ago. He said this 5 minutes ago. Hold on. I love green tea. More bad grammar.
Help us. Like, you're being paid anyway. Once Sebastian is found, you're going to be paid even more. You're the one that found him. So why use that strength, that hatred you have towards people that's actually trying hard to do like search parties, going on like bringing out their bringing out their own boats to go search? Why are you stopping these people? Like, it's like that old song, like that I don't even know, like I don't know the name of it, you know, like why, tell me why. It's all why.
What the hell is he talking about? Yes, I had kennel cough. Not that big of a deal.
Answers of it. It's to go search. Why?
What song? And -5 for not knowing the name of the song that you said that you were going to know. It's like that song, I don't know the name. Tell me why, tell me why.
Are you?
Oh, is it the Backstreet Boys? Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a... Is that what he meant? Heartache. Tell me why. I never want to hear you say I want it that away. Am I your fire?
Stopping these people. Like it's like that old song, like that I don't even know, like I don't know the name of it, you know, like why, tell me why. It's all why.
I like the way that I said
There's
it.
no answers to this whole case.
Tell me why.
Okay. Alright? If you just looked at the facts, like come on. The dad's cooperating, okay? He wants his son back so bad that he's gonna lose his job, to be honest, the way he's going at. Like, and like, I feel bad for the guy. Like, seriously, like, this is the only parent out of 3, not 2, 3 parent. Out of the 3 parents that's supposed to be loving this kid, this is the only parent that's out there trying everything. He would probably give his life to get his son back, okay? And what does a stepdad do? Go
what?
On vacation back, okay? And what does a stepdad does?
The stepdad does.
Go on vacation. Go look at Harleys. Like, I understand people cope differently, but if my...
Try it out for a boy band. Swear. I was denied.
My child was gone from my house out of thin air, I wouldn't be acting like this. Like, seriously, I wouldn't be acting like this, okay? Okay? Like, and when literally there...
-1 for using literally to start a sentence.
are recordings after recordings.
Yeah, I know. I was on Tragedy Pimps Exposed. It's great.
Recordings of on TikTok. Well, this is the one time I give props for the TikTok people. Is that phone call when Mr. Rogers called the stepdad and asked, there's rumors going around that the grandmom has him. He went straight to defense mode. Like, this guy could play, timed so fast that he went to the defensive mode.
This is an edited video.
He could probably make it to the defensive player of the year.
Yeah, Leah, I was thinking the same thing. -1 for TikTok.
Or in the NBA. Like, he goes to the attack as soon as somebody asks about where that child is.
Wait, what the hell did he just say? I think I had a stroke. Hold on.
Award in the NBA. He could probably make it to the defensive player of the year award in the NBA. Like,
defensive player. Defensive. DPOY. Defensive player of the year. DPOY.
He goes to the attack as soon as somebody asks about where that child is. Even on a YouTube interview live, they ask, how long have you been with Sebastian? How long were you Sebastian's stepdad? He went straight to defensive mode. If you love your child, what parent or step-parent will go on defensive mode and try
on the defensive mode?
To dodge that
on the defensive mode
question? I mean, that's just me. I don't know what else to say.
but I'm gonna guess that you have more.
You know, and at this point, like, no leads. Cops don't care about tips anymore. Like, I feel like the cops has already given up. We can't give up. But at this point, who knows? Like, at this point, like, aliens could have gotten this kid. And you're still pointing fingers at the father. I mean,
-5 for alien talk. Because ridiculous.
This is absurd to me. Like, this is really absurd to me. Okay? Like, And for those people that's like, you know, just face the facts. Like, face the facts, okay? It's been 8 months, 7 months, going to 8. 2 more weeks is going to be 8 months, okay? It's going to be 8 months. To be honest.
Well, right. It is. Eventually, we'll get to 8 months. That's a fact. -2 for going against the Gregorian calendar.
Going to be a prison.
What was that?
To be honest, it's going to be a
-5 for that exposure to whatever that was. I'm taking points, dude.
Prison jailer's salary, okay, which is not much. And every time he has a break, every time he has a day off, he's out there looking for his son, okay? Like, the facts are there. Like, I don't want people to just follow the TikToks, the YouTubers, you know, like, I'm just here to keep the awareness going because they shut off Nick. Like, Nick will be back on probably soon. Like, we'll let you know. But, like, I'm just here to try to keep this green light still sparkle in the dark. It's going to go complete darkness soon. Like, we can't let that happen, okay? There's no way I'm going to let that happen. I'm not going to let that slide because there is no way in America that a child should be vanished out of thin air.
+2 for him. I agree. It does happen, but it shouldn't. So I'll give him a couple.
Like, this is not a third world country.
That's true. I'll give him a point for that as well. He's on a run.
There's no way any American should disappear in American soil. You know how embarrassing that is for our country? I'm
going to have to take away some points for this because it's
just saying. Like, and instead of helping,
I just don't know how many.
You're calling people, going to the sites, following the people that's actually putting pamphlets up around town, ripping it off, and call the cops on those people that's actually trying to help for vandalism.
It's going to be, I got to take 5. I got to take 5 from you, Hong. Because, I mean, you got weird on me there. Got weird. I don't know what happened, Hong.
I've never seen some stuff like that. And for that church that went and trying to search, 5-6 months ago, even they said it. They haven't seen stuff like this for the past 15 years, okay? And when we trying to help, every video that I watch that they're saying law enforcement is helping, there is thousands, 2,000s of law enforcement deputies helping. How is there help when each video I see, there's only 2-3 cop cars or 2 deputies walking on a 100-acre field?
I don't know.
What can you find with 2 people in 100 acres?
100 acres. I don't know how much 100 acres is.
It's a needle in a haystack. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it, okay? And like this whole entire time, okay? If you just entertain these...
I don't know who is worse, who's crazier, Nick or Hong. I think Hong's less crazy and more just willing to go along with his buddy Nick.
Fantasies, these lies from like the Proudfoots, Dropfoots, the money that they gave to people that's putting like slandering people that's coming to help, arresting people, you know, shame on you, okay? And honestly, like, I felt that this family, okay, where Sebastian was from, like the Dropfoot family with Sebastian, the three of them, I feel like this was a disaster already before February 25th, okay? This is a messy family. Like, you have a stepdad that married 4, 5, 6, 7 times, beating his wife, busting his little girl's lip because she had braces.
He doesn't have proof of any of these statements.
Punched her too hard. Okay? Like, and I just want to know.
Punched her too hard? You mean punched her?
What are you thinking? Like, what are you doing? Okay? Like, and everybody's not facing the facts, just pointing fingers left and right. And the only finger we should point at is everything is going towards the Dropfoots. And those
he's not saying the Dropfoots on purpose. He gets confused between the Proudfoots and the Dropfoots. The Dropfoots don't exist, as far as I know. And if they do, they have nothing to do with this case. And
nobody's pointing fingers at them. Like, that makes me wonder, like, are the cops being paid off? Is he paying off everybody in the town where, to a point that not an outsider could even step into this little town? Like, it's just question after question, okay? Like, was he picked up? Like, they said there was SUV when you guys did your little light show, and they debunked that saying it's a trash truck or whatever. What kind of trash truck?
like he's not even insulting them by calling them the Dropfoots, because there's nothing really insulting about that other than getting the name wrong. But he actually thinks that their name, sometimes he goes in between Proudfoot, Dropfoot, Proudfoot, Dropfoot. But I don't know the jump between Proudfoot and Dropfoot. Does he mean like drop kick? The drop kicks? The Proud Feet and the drop kicks. Drop kick would make sense. Dropfoot, not so much.
Comes in 3 a.m. Like if a trash truck is coming to my property at 3 a.m, best believe I'm running out there with my gun. Like, that's something that don't even happen in the hood, let alone the suburbs. Okay, like
the hood.
Best believe I'm running out there with my gun. Like, that's something that don't even happen in the hood.
What do you know about the hood? The hood? What do you know about the hood?
Let alone the suburbs.
He's in a halfway house right now.
Okay, like a trash truck at 3:20, 3:30 in the morning. Like, that community is kind of rich. Like, and I don't think like they will appreciate a trash truck beeping and honking at 3:30 in the morning. Okay, like, face the facts. Stop living in this little fantasy that you guys are in and like listening to your cult leaders.
Yeah, Leah's right. Minus point for saying don't happen instead of doesn't.
On doing these, like, how would I say, little people acts. Like, you know? And at this point, like, I really wish
Thank you, Trooper
I
Mo.
was living.
Thank
I
you.
really wish that this was just a dark fantasy for me. This is a nightmare. I wish this is a nightmare. There's
-1 for saying dark fantasy.
no way a 15-year-old kid with autism goes missing out of thin air in a suburban neighborhood in the state, in America, okay?
-2 just because.
Like, there's no way this should happen. If it's like that, the people there should just go to North Korea or China. Like, that's all I'm saying.
-2 for the racist remarks.
And like, the other thing is, like I said, I wish I could wake up from this nightmare, but every morning when I wake up knowing this case, this is not a nightmare. This is reality. And we as like the people have a lot of questions and we need it to be answered, okay? Literally, we need questions to be answered and there's only 3 words. Where's Sebastian and where's Sebastian? I'm sorry, 6 words. Like, where is Sebastian at this point? 8 months?
Actually, that was 7 words. Where is Sebastian and where is Sebastian? That's 7 words. You said 3. That's a negative. That's a net negative of 3 for you. 1, 2, and 3. Tighten it up.
And all the search and everything that they have is around the county. Like, literally around the county. Like, all the different counties, maybe like 200-300 miles away. How's that gonna happen?
No, he doesn't get a point for that.
Like, if he was at that construction place, like the police, what was it? The police radio, I heard that. The police radio said, dog caught a scent, went to the construction site, jumped into a pond, took all the water out, they didn't find anything, and there was nothing there. So that gives me questions even more. Is it just, did you just see the footprint, that one footprint? Are there shoe footprints next to the kid? That's walking or running towards the construction site? Like, there's nothing. You guys don't say anything. Like, the deputies don't give out any answers. Like, what is going on? Okay? And why has it been
Wink at me. It says, Josh, good morning. Love this. Thank you very much. I appreciate your donation. It's very kind of you. Good morning.
8 months?
What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's almost 1 o'clock.
And you still, the deputies still hasn't reached out to ask for more help. Okay? I mean, like, I could go on the news and say we have 2,000-3,000 deputies coming to help. But is it 2,000-3,000 though? Is it? Like, every single news video I saw
2,000-3,000
capturing officers going to search for the child, it's literally, the max is 3 Ford Focus vehicles or like 2-3 officers walking in a 100-acre field. Unless you're telling me you could fit 2,000-3,000 officers in 3 Ford Focuses, that's not working out, bud. Like,
-1 for a stupid scenario.
Man up, call Washington.
Washington State or Washington, D.C.?
And ask for help. Like, the kid is 15, okay? He needs his medicine every day. And he vanished with no medicine, no nothing. So, is there like a medicine trail? Can anyone, are the police even on that trail? Or matter of fact, is Chris Proudfoot still getting his son's medication so he could take it himself? Because, like, it seems like every time you go into a marriage is all about beneficial for you, not for the other one. And
so, -2 for suggesting that Chris Proudfoot is still refilling Sebastian's medicine so that he can take it. And I really should tax you 5, but you really can't afford it.
once you're done with, like, you're done and like you're tired of taking, like, you're done and there's no more benefits, you beat them the hell up. So what makes this case different? Like, did you come home one day and decide to, like, you know, I think, like, we could live better collecting what Sebastian gets, and it'll be better if we could just use the money and Sebastian is gone. Now, is that true? Or if not? Like, there are a lot of questions that has to be answered, and the only person that is willing to...
Callie Dime, you're right. Callie Dime says, don't go soft on him. I'm actually going to give you... I'm taking 5 more away.
To come on and answer these questions and everything is the actual father, not the drop foot side of the family. Okay? Like, and you're here saying you're willing to talk today. You're here, you're saying you're willing to talk. Where you got your story straight now? It's been what, 7 months? Like, I'm pretty sure you could write a whole Harry Potter book by now.
Oh, man. -2 for bringing up Harry Potter again. That's how many Harry Potter references is that?
See how good your story is this time, okay? If you really want to prove your innocence, let's do it. Like, get a hold of our team. Like, we'll have you on whatever. Like we're not going on YouTube. We're not going on TikTok. We're not doing on any of that. Let's take it to a bigger step. Let's go to the news, okay?
Take it to a
Wherever
bigger step.
you want to go, I'll have my team contact them. I'm pretty sure we could get it done. Like this, just quick as that. Wherever you want to go, okay? Go back on Nancy Grace. We could go on Court TV if you want.
You think that I could just see Hong calling up Nancy Grace and going, "Hey, Nancy, I got a program for you." And she'd be like, "How did you get this number?" "It was in the phone book." "No, it's not." "What is this, North Korea? How dare you?"
Or we could even go on the Good Morning America, because I know you probably like that, okay?
Yeah, that's true. Nick's a producer for Good Morning America.
Okay. Let's go on Good Morning America, all right? We'll bring the dad, we'll bring the mom, the stepdad, which is you. We'll bring Dog, we'll bring in our legal team, and we'll sit down and actually talk and go based on the facts on what happened. And don't you even think of dodging these questions. And trust me, like my legal team and like all of the producers that there is in Good Morning America and our team will know that you're lying if you are lying. And will question you again if you're dodging those questions that you don't want to answer, like a bullet coming to your head. Like
Scooby Girl, thank you for your donation. Get the pups a treat. Another great live. Thank you. You know what? I will. They're really into those. I don't know what kind of bones they are, but I need to get them. I'm going to get them some elk antler. They love chewing elk antler.
let's do that.
So thank you. I will do that.
You want to prove your innocence? Let's not go on the TikToks, the YouTubes, like the little cult followers. Let's go on to the news. Let's take it. I'm tired of going on seeing these like interviews from like these little like piglets oinking away every day.
Piglets oinking? What does that mean?
Talking about this case, where Sebastian to Mr. Rogers, and all these death threats. I'm tired of that. Like, this is done over with. I'm done with these BS. Like, I'm not the type of person that just...
-1 for the piglet comment.
Talk the talk, okay? Like, I walk the walk, too. So, like, let's take action and, like...
You walk in cemeteries.
Let's go on the news and throw everything on the table. Let's go on the news and throw everything on the table.
Not only does he come up with these gems, these just wonderful metaphors, but then he backs it up with a huge show of the metaphor. It's like, let's throw everything on the table. Let's throw everything on the table. Cards on the table.
So, like,
You've got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
Take action and, like, let's go on the news. And
that guy just prepared all of his discharge papers from the loony bin, and he just, like, threw them all over the place.
Throw everything on the table. Let's go on the news and throw everything on the table and find out what exactly happened to this 15-year-old autistic child that vanished out of your home, okay? Your home, out of thin air. There's no indication of breaking in or anything.
There's no what?
There's no indication of
No indication. The words indication and -1 for using words that you can't pronounce.
breaking in or anything. And my question is, out of all the interviews, just the 3 that you Proudfoots did, why was it that you have to put your dogs up that specific night that Sebastian went missing? Why? Like, if you're you're saying that your house is ranch themed and Sebastian is living on the ground floor, why wouldn't you have your dogs to protect your child? That's
because they're not. They're like little Yorkies or whatever. Wouldn't even protect. Who are they going to protect?
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. Like, the more and more you look into this, the more and more questions I have, and the more and more I get upset. And when I'm upset, it's not pretty.
Yeah, what is the brown floor? That's a good point. I want to go back to that.
Proudfoots did. Why was it that you have to put your dogs up that specific night that Sebastian went missing? Why? Like, if you're you're saying that your house is ranch themed and Sebastian is living on the ground floor, why wouldn't you have your
I don't know what that
dogs to
means.
protect your child? That's all I'm asking.
I
That's
feel
all
sorry
I'm
for
saying.
him
Like,
not having any
there's
self-awareness. I don't think he cares.
The more and more you look into this, the more and more questions I have, and the more and more I get upset. And when I'm upset, it's not pretty. I hardly get upset. Like, people know. When I get upset, like, I do things that I would say people have a conscience won't do. Okay?
What?
Like, let's just leave it at that. Okay? Like, at this point, we want to know why, and tell us why. Where's Sebastian?
Yeah.
And why Sebastian? Like, if you guys are tired of a child, like, Mr. Rogers got his son in court. He has full custody, and then he goes missing 2 weeks before.
-2 points for me for thinking that he was referring to the horse that was named Mr. Ed, and then Mr. Rogers. Who's Mr. Rogers? Is that the like old dude that had the show? Is that Mr. Rogers? I got really confused.
He goes home with dad, and you guys are saying it's the dad's fault. Why would the dad have anything to do with it when he's bringing his child back? Like, if he didn't want his child, he didn't have to fight for him in court. I don't get it. And I'm pretty sure the people that has common sense don't get it neither. The more and more...
Yeah, he was talking about Seth, but for some reason, when he said Mr. Rogers, I thought of Mr. Ed, then I thought of Mr. Rogers.
This drags on. The more and more questions I have, like, not even just Sebastian, you know? Like, what's going on in that county, in that town? Like, what skeletons you have in your closet that you don't want outsiders to come in to look for your child? And that's it, guys. Like, this is it. Like, you know? And there's a reason we're in a law office at 10:35. Like, this is not a joke. Like I said, I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk.
There's no way that's a law office. None. Not a chance. It's a probation office.
And when you piglets that's oinking away that piss me off, like the best, like one of the best attorneys that represented me said, power only understands power. So, like, if you think that you're strong-arming me, best believe I am coming in faster, harder than before, buddy.
Oh my God. You got to keep that stuff to yourself.
All right? Like, and this strong-arming me, best believe I am coming in faster, harder than before, buddy. All right? Like, and this is it for tonight, you know? Thanks for all the mods like and subscribe. I don't care if you subscribe or not. Like, it's not my channel, but like.
Nick's probably like, shut up. I don't care if you subscribe or not. It's not my channel.
I don't care, like, you know.
He 2 points for that because he doesn't care.
Thanks for all the mods. Like and subscribe.
Faye says, I'm sorry, I don't disagree in what he says. Well, maybe you can tell me what he said, because I just listened and I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Subscribe. I don't care if you subscribe or not. Like, it's not my channel, but like and subscribe, and let's hope that we can bring Nick back soon, because this is getting outrageous. This is getting out of hand. It's outrageous. All right, guys, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys.
I don't know what that is at the end there. I don't get that. God, it's ridiculous, to be honest, but I mean, that was wild. Absolutely wild. Let me see. I didn't get. I mean, I didn't understand it. You know, it was just weird. Negative 2 points for the piglets. The piglets. Who are the piglets? Who's he referring to as the piglets? Yep, that's the padded room. That's where I should be. But anyway. All right. Well, I enjoyed it. It was a great Lab After Dark. Good night, everybody. Thank you for the super chats and the memberships, and the likes, and just showing up is a huge thing. I really do appreciate that. Not that I mind. I'm not minding anything. I just don't know what the hell he said. You want to see what would make him mad? You wouldn't like him when he's mad. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you for listening to Lab After Dark. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Watch this.
That's right.
This. Watch this.
Round of applause to Little Miss Sharon for being the best scorekeeper ever. It's a fact. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. I'm over kennel. I don't have kennel cough anymore. I had it. That's a fact. I'm telling you right now. Absolutely had kennel cough. I already had it. It's over. I'm good to go. I'm not kidding. It wasn't miraculous. It took about a week or two. Thank you. We got Aussies in the house. Scooby Girl says, get yourself a treat too. Thank you. I'll get myself a chew toy. As you can see, my beard is really coming in. My hair is growing back out. And what's happening is I'm turning into a dog right before your very eyes. It's like Teen Wolf. You ever see Teen Wolf? It's like middle-aged man. But it's true. I don't know what to say. Well, thank you. I was gonna say, look like a lesbian dog that works. I look like a lesbian dog. I've heard that before. Oh man, you guys are funny. Not as funny as Hong, but you guys are funny. Good night, guys. I know. I know you are. My sister always told me I look like Wolverine, which she thought was an insult. But Hugh Jackman. Joke's on her.
Dude. Whatever, dude. Dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
Chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp.
Round 2. Fight.
Do you not?
You fucked me up, dude.
Do you not?
The holidays, clean the gutters again. With luck, you won't have to touch them again until possibly next fall. Okay, we have calls coming in, so let's get to that right away if we can. Good morning. You're on the Swap Shop.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
What? I haven't done anything.
Oh, gee whiz.
What do you mean, gee whiz? I haven't done nothing yet, Ron.